play a game.
My fault. 153, blah blah, horde. Anyway, I was playing this one just as I was coming up to time to the stream, and I thought, I'm enjoying this one. I'm going to run it. Oh, I shouldn't be muted anymore, I don't think. No, not definitely. All good. Okay. I have got the game turned down a little so you can hear me more. If you'd like the game turned up, that's fine. Hello to C, who's actually been here for ages. And I've got to call out, where is he? Mark Moss got onto this stream this morning to say hello. All right. Melbourne Train Guy, C, Lord Damp Nuts, Andreas Dangle, and Alex Toyne. And that's it in the who've admitted they're here anyway. And yes, 16 odd viewers at the moment. Let's go, shall we? It's time to lock the doors yet? Yeah, it is. Good. This is the 153. I'm going to shut up while we depart. Let me get the window open so you can enjoy it. Why do we do it from outside, actually? Or actually, let me turn off vigilance if we're going to do that. Just turn that off. Isolated? Perfect. All right, let's do an outside departure. Ready? I'll shut up. Ah, see, thank you very much. Very kind of you. So, we have a 153. We're driving along. Now, why did I turn off vigilance? Because you can't hear it if you're outside the cab. So, I'll turn it back on. It's a bit sad you can't hear it outside the cab. We are going to Cardiff Queen Street. Spooky. Hopefully TPS won't stop me for that little stunt there. Let's pop back in case it has. Have we got a brake demand up there? Nah, it's fine. Lucky! Lucky! That was going a bit quick. Anyway, I thought we'd do a run, and then I'll show you around what you're getting with it. slowed down just a little bit early, but that's okay. Low Tech, hello. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed them. That's cool. Sorry about being muted at the start. I definitely was. Melbourne Train Guy says, this morning, yes, keen much. And he says, me neither. What's got to be done? Got to be done. Casual says, well, not morning for you, but I'm at work. Thought I'd pop in for a look at this. Can't wait to play it tomorrow. I'm quite enjoying it. I haven't spent as much hours in it as I would have liked to, because I had a whole lot of other things on this weekend. You know, sometimes you have to do the list. Plus, I was firing at Puff and had a photo shoot on Sunday as well as doing list things. But that's okay. If you can hear something behind me going all the time, that's one of our cats. Bit of AWS action. So we come into Cardiff Queen Street. There's another 153 going the other way. The 153 sounds amazing. The 150, not so much. The 153 sounds amazing. Yeah, I could probably just let this thing coast in. I'll catch up with the chat while we roll into Cardiff Queen Street. Melbourne Train Guy says, evening. Alex says, I've been waiting for the dog box for ages. All we need is the East Midlands trains delivery for the Midland mainline route. Oh, I'm tipping someone will do that pretty quickly with Creators Club or one of the modders. So I don't think you'll have very long to wait. Right about 3 minutes ago, all of my tutorials and things should have gone live with guard runs and everything else. Should probably stop, shouldn't I? Let's pop outside for the opening. Let's get them open. Right outside. I hate that view when passengers run into it. Anyway, let's go have a look in the train, actually, just so I don't end up with my vigilance device going off. Let's go have a look. Door open, maybe? There we go. Gotcha. And let's go to the toilet. Wait, you can't. Oh well. Look, we've actually got passengers. How often do we get a passenger route with actual passengers? There's lots of them too. Lots of nice little details in the 153. One thing to note on both... That's another train. One thing to note on both the 153 and the 150 is these guard panels up this end. Well, let's just say there's nowhere to turn them on, so they don't actually work. You have to come down here. And you can turn on your guard mode. Then you can use these panels, and these ones will actually work. Shouldn't do this though, because I might end up with an AI driving the train. But anyway, let's do it. So let's close the doors. This one should stay open, I think. Oh no, I didn't set the crew door. That was silly. You can leave the guard mode thing on if you're guard mode, but I'm not going to do it and try and drive. So we'll run back up here now. Hope an AI hasn't stolen it. We're okay. I had a horrible suspicion we were rolling then, but no, it's another train. All good. Alrighty. I am still coughing, unfortunately. I've actually just had a puffer, which I had hoped would... not a puff of a smoke, a puffer, which I had hoped would help with that a little, but it doesn't seem to have. Cab Pepe says the brakes in the intro sounded like a Lockheed Constellation. Well, you never know. Could be. Who knows what hand he used? It's a crafty one, that one. Odin Moore, hello to you. Chocky says, let's see what the stations are like compared to the Moldmay disaster. For the most part, the stations are really good. Don't really agree it's a disaster, by the way. It's what one person could do. Hey, look, it's a 66. Where am I going? Where am I going? Down here. Come on. Down here. Over here. Over here. There it goes. Ooh, too fast. Bloody coughing. I know what's going on with the coughing now. Because I had COVID a few weeks ago. Look at that, 15.3 miles. I think I got a reward at 1.53 as well. But that was a bit weird. I know what's going on. I had COVID 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago now, actually. And I still have inflamed lungs. Grouse, huh? This route is set in the transition between diesel and electric, which is why we get these cool little boxy rail cars. As we arrive into Cardiff Central, the timetable is quite relaxed, for the most part, and comfortable. Wrong button, says he. That's okay. And open them up. You can, of course, if you want to, run back there and open up the doors every time. It's only a matter of time before someone walks into me and knocks my camera into space, but that's okay. There we go. People are the usual ones. Let's have a quick look around the station. For the most part, in the outlying stations, the elevators work, or lifts, whatever you like to call them. In the inner stations, they kind of don't. It's a weird building. A little bit of a LOD issue there. Lots of cool things, like the water tower. Oh, they even modelled the back. Stadium of some kind. Needs about 80,000 people. Can you get up high enough? No. Can we get up high enough with photo mode? There's an idea. Phew. Oh, so bloody close. So close. You can almost get up there. Oh well. Let's get out of photo mode. It's probably time to take our train out anyway. Tis. Let's get the doors locked. Blowtech says, what do you think of Run 8? I hate its graphics. But as a simulator, I kind of like it. We can't go anywhere at the moment, can we? So I had better put the brakes back on, in fact. And whack the DRA, to be correct and sure. I didn't get a red signal last time. I wonder what's going on here. Oh well, let's creep up on the signal, why not? We'll do what drivers never do. Get off there. We'll try and scare the signal into submission. That'll be a good idea. Oh, I know why I didn't get a red signal last time, because I was going too fast and TPWS whacked me and I had to wait a minute. That would be why. We're probably waiting for that train right there. Cap Pepe says, nice engine sounds. They are indeed in the 153. Good engine sounds, good horn. It sort of fades in and out. We probably really should wait for the signal now. We're going to end up going through it. I hear something that sounds vaguely like an HST around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Squeaky bloody thing. It doesn't get any passengers. No. Known for the big green mean HST. The big question is, why do we not have a signal yet? What's going on, game? I picked this one because it was fun. Don't make it not fun. There's a yellow up there. Is there something crossing our path somewhere? I don't see any trains. Hmm. 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 Why's my signal red? Go fix it. Can you fix it? What about you? Can you fix it? You? Can you fix it? That. It's red. I don't like red. What about you? Can you do it? No? Hang on. Oh, I thought you were going to go fix it. You just stopped here. What's going on? Hmm. Did the train on my right spad? As in this one? No, I don't think so. It's going the other way. This end of it's kind of not past the signal. But no, it's going the other way, so it's past its signal. Should be fine. Something certainly got the path, and it's not us. Hello. Can you fix it? There's the Transport for Wales uniform, anyway. Still red. This is annoying. I ran this almost all the way to the end. Literally 10 minutes before we started the stream. Sorry. Is the route out now? Asked Transport East Anglia. No, not yet. Tomorrow. And Chocky Transport, well, comes out on Wednesday, yes. But half of my mouth is numb. I can't drink. Damn, that's not good, Andy. TSD, so the outer panels don't work or only after that switch is on. Once the switch is on, you can use the panels at the same end as the switch, but you can't use the other ones. My guess would be it's a bug, because I reckon you should be able to turn the switch on and just use any panel you want, but no. It is red, isn't it? Can see if we can trick it. Sometimes works. We can always try and delete that train. We can see. It's that end of it, isn't it? Because he's waiting there for a while. Hi. I don't reckon it'll do anything. No. There must be something else in the way that's reserved the path. Something that's going to cross our track would be my bet. So we're yellow from there. So there must be something that's coming through here. That one's only just got there. Could be that one, I suppose, because that could go... Yeah, that could cross the track. Go down there. It's possible. But this is not a good way to start. Being naughty, game. Don't be naughty. Just in case it is that one. I'll delete that one too. Oh, I'll take his path off him. That's a good idea. No, it wasn't that one. How about that one? We're going to wreck the whole game now, you know that, don't you? Don't throw me out of my seat when I steal someone else's train. No, not that one. Oh, hang on, there's something coming. It's just coming off the branch that we're going to go on. See it up there? Let's go have a look. What are you doing? Well, he's coming out of the depot, so he's not actually on the branch that we're going on, because we go around here. We can look in the depot while we wait. Some HSTs, some 153s, some 150s. There is, of course, a 66, naturally, waiting in the wings there. We can go into the depot. I am keeping an eye on that signal. It is still red. In the servicing depot, some of the services start in here and you drive out and go off and start your day. There's a few like that. Pretty big building. It's a little bit lifeless though, because there's not much going on. And it's a bit too clean. And that signal's still red. I haven't tried what happens if you fall in the pit. You can't pick your train up either. These things aren't active, unfortunately. That would be so cool if you could pick your train up. But no. I'm getting bored of waiting for this signal. So he's waiting as well. I bet that train I took the path off has broken something now. Because he can't go anywhere anymore. So I'll delete that one that I took the path off. Because maybe I broke it. Does that one down there get to move now? No. We're going to try another service because this is a bit crap. I'll catch up with the chat in a moment. Main menu. Alex says, when East Midland trains had them running on Grimsby Town to Lincoln, I used to travel on them, and Cleethorpes to Barton upon Humber in North Rail. They were the best days. That's cool. Melbourne Train Guy says, guard mode is one of the main reasons I'm grabbing this. Watch my video on guard mode then. Let's do, well, why don't we just do one? We'll do a guard mode. We'll go for a 153 again. We'll go for the 2-carriage one, so guard mode's a bit challenging. We'll stop the weather being Welsh, and we'll do something in daylight. Something random you'll do. Penarth. Take a lot of stops. I'm not sure, actually. We'll do it. Conductor. Off we go. I think that light was broken. Yes. Chalky said it's ridiculous we're getting new routes and lifts still don't work. Only on some of the stations. What I think's actually happening... Is this the one? Yes. What I think's actually happening on the ones where it doesn't work, not that side. That side. Is that... the elevator goes to the wrong way, so you press the button at one end, it goes the other way. Didn't I pick a 2-car one? Oh well. Just get out of the way of the hordes, because they just push you around. You have to go somewhere they don't want to go. Alright, we should be safe enough to go back in there now. Get ready to do some closing and some signalling and stuff. Wait till 7:20. Oh, how am I going to entertain people for that long? Well, let's go wandering. JD, how are you? Hope you're good. You ever drunk something of that coughed? That was terrible. Love spoons. Yep. That was pretty bad. You people should get on this train. It's not as though anything else is going to come along. Bloody TSW passengers. Close. That one. Looks promising. The guy drives off on the first buzz, which is kind of annoying. We got any tickets? We do. We've got one to do. Oh, this won't take long. G'day. Don't ignore me. How you doing? 17th of March, going from Penarth to Heath High Level. Yeah, you're all good. So everybody else here doesn't apparently need a ticket, even though they couldn't have gotten on anywhere else because it's the end of the line. It actually doesn't go past Penarth. Oh well, let's go visit our AI driver. It's dark out there, a little bit. Okay. This is going well, because doing this in my videos, I had a driver every time. They're not the other end, are they? Oh, now I'm stuck. What if they're this end? It's going great. Look, you're going backwards, you donger. What are you doing? Sigh. Anyway, let's get the doors open. Local door. That way. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, that's right. Other end. See what I mean? These panels don't work. We use these ones. Right. Now we can do it. Local door. There we go. Open the other ones. Get out of the way of the hordes. The hordes. There's hordes here somewhere. Maybe not. In you get. There you go. And just disappear. That's good. Yep, yep, perfect. That's normal. Catching up with the chat. Melbourne train guy says 43034. Nice. I love when the numbers work back to front. Yeah, why not? I shouldn't have had to contact the signaller in that one because it's worked before. Tickets. Tickets. Hello, tickets. Nope. No. G'day. How you doing? 17th of the 3rd, Dingle Road to Cardiff Central. I guess so. Yeah, fair. Alright. Don't have to hurry because I've only got 3 to find. Hey, dude nut. How you doing? 17th of March, Dingle Road to Cardiff. Sure. Which one is it? It's you. Hello. 17th of March, Dingle Road to Cardiff. Yeah, you're all good. No absconders. No one being evil. Did you know that the train driver is sitting at the back of this train and he's driving it backwards? That's pretty interesting. Yeah, Melbourne train guy was saying the other train stopped on the grid. It shouldn't matter. Lowtech42 says, what is your preferred camera manufacturer? I don't really use my camera very much except when I'm shooting humans, when I'm getting paid to do it or I'm doing it for a friend or whatever. I use a Olympus EM1 Mark II. It's quite a nice, compact, small machine. Does what I need it to do. Got a good selection of glass. But mostly, believe it or not, I just use my phone these days. Don't really need a camera. But anyway, that's all good. Lexus asks, anyone had trouble with Mitten World Barn on consoles after patch? I was running it on the Xbox before it was okay. What sort of things are going wrong, Lexus? Melbourne train guy says, don't quit, spad. Could have. Melbourne train boy likes spoons but prefers forks. You'd have to say that carefully, I'm sure. Chocky says, I might have said this before, but all the people have to check your tickets for are the ones that got on at your stop. Yeah, but at Penarth, everybody got on at that stop because they couldn't have got on anywhere else because the line ends there. Yeah. And yes, the AI driver seems to have failed to change ends. 14 months C. That's magnificent. Lowtech says, no ticket, Indian Jones. Ducky Duxford says, hello. Hello back. Michael Lay, hello to you as well. Good laughing there. Ducky says, glad you got a preview stream here. And C said, the windows look dreadful. As in these windows? They've got the reflection on them. So it's a reflective texture. If I go and sit in the front, you'll get a... I'm not going to sit in the chair. I will crouch. So some people like this. This is the texture I think C's talking about. Some people like it and some don't. I kind of do because it's what happens in reality. But I do get that some players don't like it. We there yet? Where are we going? Oh, this is a bit weird too. When you look up at the things, the lights run through the thing. I noticed that yesterday. Got a table seat, huh? Very lucky. How you guys doing? Come here often? What's going on there? Can't make up her mind what colour hair. Yep. PSW passengers. What can I say? Hello, world. Oh, it's this side. Alright then. That's something I haven't tried. What happens if you open it before you stop? Nothing. Alright. Close. Open. Open the other ones. He's running away. Doesn't like me. No. Ah, more spoons. My, what a big bag you've got. Some ends. Ow. Grangetown. A light here for the Cardiff City Stadium. And am I going to try and pronounce the Welsh? No. Where is said stadium? I don't see a stadium. Anybody see a stadium? I don't see a stadium. Is it time to go? It is time to go. Come on, you lot. Get in. Hurry up. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. I'm going to lock the doors. Get in. Come on. Get in. Hurry up. Alright. Let's get them closing up then. And that one. Seven. Ooh, now we're getting challenging. Hi. Grangetown to Heath High Level. Sure. No, that's tomorrow. Get off me train. Go on. Just go and hide in the toilet or something. No one will know. Hello. 17th Grangetown, Cardiff Central. You're good, mate. You're good. Hello. 17th. You're good. And how about you? Oh, yeah? Why not? Could have sworn there was someone on that side. I just kicked something out of the way, didn't I? Hello. 17th of March. Looks good, matey. Free handbag. You'd just drop your handbag on the floor, wouldn't you? Grangetown, Heath High Level. Is that it? One more. Hello. Where are you going? Grangetown, Heath... Oh, what, 11th of March? Get off my train. Go on. You fair evader. I'm going to sit over here and watch you. I'm going to sit in the seat, can I? I can. I just sat inside someone. Oh, that's funny. Look, I'm inside your friend. Yeah, weird, eh? Hello. You're, got dentures and all. There's no brain, though. Shouldn't be worried about that there's no brain. One thing I will point out with the tickets is if they are a ticket for a destination that is outside the playable area, the game wants you to reject it, which is not correct, I do not think. There's a thing. Here's a thing. Photo mode. Photo mode, because there's a thing. Let's go over there. There's a sausage train. Look at that. Get out of photo mode. Pay attention. Play properly. Doesn't sound like me. Daytona says it's a ghost train. Yeah. Yes, the drivers at just for Daytona's benefit, so you don't have to rewind. The driver's here. Kind of should be at the other end, but he's here. The things you see. Do you think I had that happen at all while I was making my tutorials and stuff on the weekend? No. Chucky says the lights on the PIS is a thing on the 465 too. Yeah, it affects a few things. And the lady's going Super Saiyan. Yes. Carol. How long until the packs leave their bags on the floor? We've already had a couple of those. That's a very shiny jumper, isn't it? I think we're nearly there. Pretty sure we are. Yeah, there's the water tower. Better go get ready to open the doors for the driver that's at the wrong end. Because, you know, they won't be able to do it. No, this is the wrong end. I can't do it from this end. I have to go up the other end. Uh-oh, I'm stuck in a toilet. No, maybe not this side. Maybe this side would be good, eh? You know, got a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right, and I've got it wrong twice. Could have been 3 times. Great. Somebody else's train door's opening somewhere? Because they're not mine. Different coloured bicycles? That's good. Hello, people. Go on, run away. Michael says, look like they need a fix for this if the signal's not working. I don't know why that didn't, because I've actually done this run and I almost finished it right before the stream, and then I thought, no, I want to run it on the stream because it's a good run, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. I reckon if we sat there long enough, it probably would have come off, but I wasn't going to sit there that long. Double Train Guy says, tiny pocketbooks on the floor. Yeah, we've got a minute to wait. Let's go for a walk. These elevators don't work. So if they have red doors, they don't work. There goes Harry Potter. And this is the campaign against living miserably. So it's particularly... Ooh, 66. We missed it. It's over there. Okay. But the campaign against living miserably, it's good to have that in the game. They particularly support creators and gamers. They do support other people as well, of course, but particularly those kinds of people. And they do provide help for free. They are a charity, so if you... they really only operate out of the UK, although they will help people from other countries who make contact with them, but they can't offer any services in other countries. Let's get the other doors closed. And we can close ours. And now. 6 tickets to check. Get that. 6 tickets. None of you have got one. G'day, Blue Cat. How you doing? Yeah, alright. Sure. G'day. How you doing? Yeah, looks good. Why not? Hello? Yeah, it'll do. Now, I should actually reject this, even though you probably can go there. Because it's not where the train's going, because it's not in the list of stops. So, sorry, but your ticket's not valid, even though it is. Cardiff Central to Cardiff Queen Street. Yeah, alright. I've got to keep you here, though. Oh, I see. What? No, I think I just stepped on someone's bag then. Cardiff Central to Cardiff Queen Street. Good enough. Hello? What's this then? This should be taken away and blown up because it could be a terrorist device. Instead, we'll just hide it. Sorted. Yeah, you're good. Alrighty. G'day. Need a haircut. Anyway, how about naming the new railroader loco named Bobba? That could be possible. Phrasing, nice. Daytona, the reflection's realistic. The side windows may be double glazed as well, making it even more noticeable. C says lights in the carriages are too bright. Actually, there's one thing about lights in carriages that you should be aware of. When you get into a cab, and I'm not going to sit in the chair, but when you get in here, even though that's not on, the lights will be on. So you need to turn them off. Unless you like having them on, of course. Down the driver's end, because we're just about at the next stop, I believe. I think. Yes, looks promising. I think. Yep, here it comes. And I think it'll be on the left-hand side, looks like. Melbourne Train Guy says, looking pretty good still. The missing 66 and 43 might be more annoying than I thought. Hello to Matthew Dunkley. Oops, I shouldn't have done that yet. We haven't stopped. Now we can do it. Open. And looks like I've done something by opening it too early. But that's okay. The other ones will be open. Do you not mind? Just push me out of the way. Train's almost empty. This is it, I think, isn't it? Oh no, Heath High Level's next. Let's go get a coffee while we wait, eh? Oh no, it's closed. What are we going to do? Oh, hang on, this is one thing that will be popular. See, you can get in there. That'll be popular with people. It's time to go? Nearly. Get the other doors shut anyway. Can't hear the beeping. Is it closing? Yeah, it is closing. No beeping. No beeping for us. Crew door. That's because I pressed the button before. Will he drive off early, Mr. Backwards Train Driver? Come on, you know I pressed the buzzer. Any tickets? One up here. Hello. Cardiff Queen Street to Heath High Level. Sure thing. And that's it. Now we just wait till we get there. So we'll go up the front and we'll sit in the this chair, which every time you leave it pops back up again. You can have a windscreen wiper if you want. It's a proper one. It doesn't make lots of horrible noises. Can't stick your head out the window, unfortunately. You just cycle around like this with the arrow keys. Oh, I got in the other cab. We must be in the one with the driver now. Going backwards. I think it's actually a little while to Heath High Level too, because it's all the way up there somewhere. This is our route anyway. Non-linear, as people have been asking for. Let's get some messaging going here. Chocky says it's been a month since your birthday. Well, happy birthday still. Is the lady with the invalid ticket still on the train? Probably. They don't get off. Hello, Jason Han in Canada. What's good? Well, so far I've broken it twice during the stream. It didn't happen once before the stream, but during the stream I've got two things. An example of something that we've got at the moment that lets me... Alright, now can I get up? Oh, that's right, because I'm actually up the other end. Right. You'll notice something a bit strange here. There's no driver at this front end. Hey, can you open this when you're driving? Yes! Just... don't fall off. You can do the Titanic thing. You know what we can do? Wind tunnel. Hey, Drive. How you doing? You're still driving backwards. Now, I bet you're wondering why I opened both doors. Well, he farted. Just got to clear the air. You should be ashamed of him. You really should. Because, you know, he's just totally out of control. Mr. Turtleneck. Never trust someone in a turtleneck. Does the RHTT stay for the 8th? I don't know. Last I heard there weren't going to be any differences, but wait until you see it, I suppose. Ah, nearly there. Is this the right end? This is the right end. I won't try and open the doors early this time, because that does bad things, clearly. Gav's Photography, hello. Titanic Train Sim World Edition. Indeed. You could just look out the window. But why would you want to do that? That's boring. C says, this is why I love your streams. Yeah, I muck around. Why wouldn't you muck around, though? This is the last stop for us, although the train does go on. It's Bald Harry Potter! The train does go onwards into the unplayable area. I don't know what will happen if I lock the doors and go with it. I think we're about to find out, though. I suspect it just ends the service when I lock the doors, would be my bet. I could just drive, but it'd be kind of boring. Have we done the collectibles down here? Yeah, I've done those ones. We tied up JD's leak. Love spoons are gone. What about in the other platform? Is there anything over there? I've already eaten the cake, sorry. It's PVC Lady! Doo-doo-doo-doo. Any other trains coming? No, we're safe enough. Oh, hang on. It's not this end. It must be the other end then. Time to go? It is time to go. Let's get the doors locked. Close. Close 9. Buzzy, buzzy. Oh, I just did that. Oh, platinum. So you notice I had to reject that invalid ticket, the one that actually isn't invalid. Gav's saying, "See, are you driving Paul straight from the back?" Could be. We could be down. Why not? Let's have a look at what you actually get, shall we? Holy Trucker says this route is awful. Most of the ambassadors have finished screening it. I don't think it's awful. I think it's actually fun. I've just broken it twice, but I think it's fun. And they shouldn't have finished screening it by now. It's only 21:50. They shouldn't have even started till 50 minutes ago. Anyway, so if we have a look at Training Center and Train Modules, naturally enough, there's one for the 153 and there's the 150, and you can choose either the old one or the new one. Old one, crap. New one, less crap. Still crap. Did I say that? No. I didn't say that. Not here. Journeys-wise, they're up there somewhere, aren't they? Oh yeah, let's do Mastery, since I came in here by accident. There is a Mastery for the route, and I got to see it before they turned it off. So there's a statue that turns up, I think at Penarth, and new posters that come across the board on UK, all UK routes. So that's your mastery. If we come out of here and we do journeys, so to the trains, rail journeys, Cardiff City Network, and it's called some different things in different places in the game too, so it's clearly had more than one name. In the introduction is just the training, a little bit of knowledge. There's one scenario. The scenarios look pretty good, by the way. One scenario and a variety of services. They're all like this. They're about roughly 10 or so in each one. Spring has sprung. Surprise. Scenario. Services. Peak passenger operations. Scenario. Services. Ooh, 2. Not ideal weather. 2 scenarios. Services. 2. The scenarios look decent. I haven't actually played one to completion yet because I just haven't had time. What am I doing back in there again? Get back to the main menu, silly person. All right, Cardiff City Network. So the scenarios are translator, which is the stations in Cardiff are getting some changes. You need to change all of the signage to put Welsh stuff up. Fair enough. Bay blockage. A cold day in Cardiff means problems are afoot. A thick layer of snow blankets the city. The old 150 trains are doing their best. Not good. In adverse conditions, run your service to Cardiff Central. Be on the lookout for anything that might require your help. St David's Day. Transport for Wales is decorating for service, so off you go. Put up your flags, banners and balloons. Something a train driver would do for sure. Unexpected delivery. You're making a standard passenger services to Cardiff Central. All seems well, but the rain is beginning to cause some problems on the tracks, and you may find yourself having to take an impromptu task or two. And adverse conditions. Now, this worries me because on a route this short, it's an hour. It's going to be interesting. A severe thunderstorm is battering Cardiff, and the rail services are trying their best to keep up in the midst of it. You've been asked to assemble a Class 153 and get it up to Corriton, then run a service down to Penarth. You'll need to weave your way through struggling services and delays, so keep an eye out for signals. Alrighty, let's go into have a look at services. So for the 153, there's 118 of them. There's 2 153s. There's one with 1 car and one with 2 cars. They seem to have the identical services, whether they're 1 or 2. Variations, there are short yard services like that one. Probably the quickest real services are around 10 minutes, and the longest, this 36 is probably one of the longer ones in the game. There's a fair mix of them. There's a lot to play. The 150 has, I think it's a different set of services to the other one. So it's a bunch more, basically. Similar sorts of things, same sorts of times, 5 minutes up to about 25 minutes, longest being 36, funnily enough. And that has 388 services for the 150. The EWS, there is normal one, you get 2. If you're at the right time of year and you pick, is it that one? No, wrong one. That one. There's 2 RHTT services on the line as well. They don't turn up all year, so you've got to be at the right time of year for those. High-speed train, I don't know why they bothered. 1 2-minute service, and the 66 and the high-speed are layers. We have to do it, don't we? Let's do a 150 service. It's not as bad as the other one. That's what I'll tell you about it. Let's go Cardiff Central to Barry Island. Why not? It's not very far. We don't have to put up with the 150 for very long. The British Ace streamed for 50 minutes. Well, that's weird. Oh, he would be going to work, though, don't forget, because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. He's got to go to work at Southern. I remember to drive this thing now. Master key. Forwards. Forward. So you're getting all the way around, don't you? That's right. It's the weird one. And TPWS. There's another one somewhere. No, not that one. Let's acknowledge that thing, no. Tail lights off. Headlight. No, we want right, don't we? Instrument lights on. We don't want marker lights, do we? Do we want marker lights? Probably do. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Doors open. That side? That side. GSMR's come on by itself. Contact signaler is up there, of course. That's all I have to do, isn't it? I think that's all I have to do. It is a little bit different to the other one. Can we open that? Yeah, we can open that. Smack ourselves in the face with the gangway. Let's open the windows so we can hear its the sound in all of its glory. There's a switch that's off. Maybe we have to put train lights on. Here's our little 150. So it is different inside. So it certainly had some modelling work done to it. Still can't get into the toilet, sadly. Now this one, to use the guard panels, it's these ones near the midpoint doors. I don't think you need to put anything anywhere else. You can just use these panels. But the ones at the other ends of the carriages do not work. I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if that's normal. I wouldn't have the foggiest clue. We should get out of here. Did I get my window open? Yeah, I did. G'day, mate. How you doing? All right. Press the right button, be a good idea, wouldn't it? Brakes off. Off we go. See, it does now correctly speed up like it's supposed to. Hello, Jamie. So it's better than it used to be. The 153 is really good. I like the 153. To be honest, I could live without this one. Crawl along at 15 now. Why did I pick one in the dark? It's not very clever. Maverick says the route looked decent, but I'm not getting it. Bought the TSG Expert 101, which is then driving me nuts. It does do that. And so far so good. Took a crash course in LZB and PZB too. Good. Good. Once you get the hang of LZB and PZB, I mean, you could use my method. Acknowledge every pole, signal, bush, light, fence, whatever. Yeah. I think most of the ambassadors will probably stream this later today because it's 10 in the morning and most of them will be at work. I know Richie's at work. Ace definitely would be going to work because he works for Southern Trains. Sam's Trains Official says, how quaint. Holy Trucker says Megasim called it quits as well. Well, he's probably going to work, though. Don't forget that he's going to work, so don't read things into it. You want me to do the 2-minute HST run, don't you? Maverick says, don't know why the GWR HST is laid in since it's overhead catenary at Cardiff Central. I think in the time frame it was right. Plus we don't have a train to put there. So the HST will do. Oh, we can speed up now. Notch 5. That'll do. I don't really think the scenery in this is bland, Holy Trucker. There's a lot of custom assets in this. It looks nice at night time. Oops, I'm going too fast. How unusual for me. So I don't think the scenery is bland in this thing at all. I actually think it's quite good. You know me, if I thought it was crap, I'd tell you it was crap. But I do think it's okay. Coming into Grangetown. Apologies for picking a service in the dark. I didn't really mean to do that. It's not helpful when you're showing off a route. Actually, this will help. I turn the cab lights off. Actually, that is something I've noticed in these. When you spawn into a train, the cab lights are always on. It's something I need to report. I haven't yet. So it's much more helpful when they're off. Because then you can actually see out the front. Almost at Grangetown, there's a mixture of slow and fast-paced areas on the routes, and the various parts of it. C says, not a fan of the route. I'm gutted. It's not as bad as you're making it out, though, to be Holy Trucker. You know, I really don't think it is. I don't think it's bad. I mean, if you wanted different sounds for the 150, I get why you're a bit disappointed in that. The 153 is awesome. I'm quite looking forward to what modders will do with the 153 to put it on other routes. I think that will happen really fast. Welcome to Grangetown. Night lighting's pretty good across the board. I've done a few night runs. You know, I look at that and I think, what if some kid wandered up and the passengers are pushing me around again? Stop it. Bloody passengers, leave me alone. Now I've been pushed up in the air. What happened to you? What would happen if some kid came along and just opened that thing? You'd basically die. But, you know, it's really like that. I think we can probably start closing up. Why not? Off we go to Kogan. In Australia, Kogan is an online store. It's kind of like an Australian version of Temu. They sell nothing but crap, and it's very cheap. And there's no point in having a returns policy because they don't let you. I think we can tell you're not a fan, Holy Trucker. Oh, that's not fun. I think I'll let my doctor know the puffer's not actually helping. We're going to go to the office tomorrow like that. It's going to be fun. Explaining to people that, no, I'm not going to infect you. It's okay. You're not going to die. Don't worry about it. I might die, but they won't. C says it's not as bad as you're saying to be. Train lighting inside is too bright. The light inside this can be now way too bright. I thought this one was okay inside, actually, in the back there. Go and have a look at the next station. At Coogan. I thought it was okay. But we'll have another look. Holy Trucker says, I love the 710. Love it's a good line, like mild May. Great fun. Okay, if you like them, that's good. C says mild May is dreadful and this is better. The physics is good in this thing now, I'll say that. It drives quite nicely now. So it's done quite well, I think, from that perspective. Melbourne Train Guy says, holy, what if I said the Goblin was short and bland and nothing to do, stands out because the 710 was already in West Coast Mainline. Wasn't the Goblin first with the 710, I think? Pretty sure. And I think you only get the 710 in the West Coast Mainline if you've got the Goblin. I'd better put some brakes on. Because we're going to be changing tracks in a moment. There's a lot of track changing in this. There's some steep gradients here and there, as high as 2%. Maverick says, simply reskin the LNER 801 to GWR 800 802s for the Cardiff Central. Yeah, look, you could, but it's just more development work, I suppose. But I dare say that our friendly neighbourhood modders and co will probably do just that. Welcome to Kogan, ladies and gentlemen. The doors will open on the left. Thank you for riding with Transport for Wales. Radio. Open up. Actually, we were going to look in the back, weren't we? Let's do that. I don't think that's too bright in here. I think that's all right. This carriage is a bit brighter, but I don't think it's awful. This is pretty funny because there's no lights on in here. So probably what I should do is go in here. And one of these will be no instrument, no tail lights, headlights, compressor. Where's the switch? Where is the cab light switch? I don't know. It occurs to me I don't know. Crew lights, cab lights. There we go. Ooh. Okay, so if I leave those on, and then shut that door, that's better. Ah, zoomed in. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's probably the way that should be. Let's put the same lights on in this one. Put on. That's tons better. So it should be like that, shouldn't it? Should have the crew lights on. Let's go and fix that in the other one too. Just because we can. Let's make life better for our passengers. This one's got a light on. Not in here, probably. No. Want crew light on? Up. Maybe not out there. Maybe it won't go out that far. We should probably get this train out of here, shouldn't we? Now that we've fixed our lighting. No, I don't want to give it up. Finding the hotspot is a bit of a pain in the butt. It's towards the back of the seat. Alright, let's get the doors closed. 8th gen is 153 and 150. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, it finished. Okay. I didn't need to spend all that time setting stuff up then. Never mind. That's okay. That's something else for me to pop in the thing. Let's do a daytime one now. We'll go back to the 153. 153 sounds so much better. I actually am enjoying it, Jamie, to be honest. So I've had a couple of things go wrong tonight that have not gone wrong in all my play over the weekend, which is weird. One service, I ran it just before the stream and it was okay, and I ran it during the stream and it was not okay. Let's get something in daylight, so about 6:40, that'll do. Cardiff Central to Aberdare, why not? So we're going to go from, no, we're going out to Cardiff Central up to Revere, so we're going up the other part. We were around there before. Alrighty, off we go. We'll go as driver. Be nice, C. Jamie can't answer that question. Let's get this thing set up and running. What am I in? 152. Didn't I pick a 153 then? I'm sure I picked a 153. Or did I stuff that up? I'll roll back the stream later and I'll have a look. But I wanted to do a 153. I could have picked the wrong one. Someone can rewind it and tell me if I picked the wrong one. Jamie's asking everybody, Melbourne train guy. To the trains, choose a route, Cardiff City, timetable. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Okay, let's take a 2-car this time. That was my fault. 6. Yeah, you'll do. You're a longer one. You're even better. Corrigan to Penarth. C says lighting looks good. TBF, they just need to stop making things look clean. These trains are battered in real life on TFW anyway. I was gutted looking forward to this route. That might be the actual operators that force the way they look. Don't be too surprised if that's the case. I doubt Jamie can confirm that, but just don't be too surprised. Because operators don't like looking bad. Right, doors open right side, go. And I think we've got a little while here. Oh, we're supposed to be already out. Maybe. No. Let's go look around the station anyway. Just do it on the outside. Go this way. There's people in the way. Hello, people. There's lots of you. Just go into photo mode for a moment and set the focus. There we go. You can roll through these trees here and you can see where this line used to go. So at some point in time, this was a railway line. As it rolls through here. It's kind of cool. So welcome to Corriton. It's a little tiny station, not much to see. I was trying to figure out if this is a new bus. I'm not sure. Not sure on that. Yeah, I'll send it through, Jamie. I'll send it through the usual ambassador channel. There's a few things that are a bit weird in there. Is it time to go? It's almost time to go. 30 seconds. We'll just sit here watching a bus. Oh, sorry, this is Wales. Bus. Lord Dapnut says, I heard they're doing Australian, New Zealand and South African route entries in World 6. Go speculate away. Go for your life. Speculate away whether there even is a 6. Feel free. Melbourne Train Guy says, if you're doing an Aussie route, Jamie, say nothing. He couldn't say anyway. It really wouldn't matter. Jamie wants to look at the number on the front. Oops. That was me pressing wrong buttons. Don't mind me being a buffoon. 153921 is the front one. And you hope it's the same number on the back. 153921. It is. I haven't turned my headlights on, have I? My headlights. Headlights there. And tail lights is off. That's good. Let's just check that and make sure. That's better. Alright, it's time to go anyway. This time it'll work really well. You watch. No, lock doors. Lock doors? It's supposed to go really well, Jamie. It's not going really well. Now it's working. Okay, good. My controller had done something strange. Not one you've ridden, Jamie? Never mind. Melbourne Train Guy says, I'm not hearing any rebuttal from Jamie, so Aussie route confirmed. Not really. Jamie can't talk about what's coming up. None of us can. Jamie knows a lot more about what's coming up than me. Cap Pepe, were there any pre-order discounts? There were not, I don't believe. C says bus shouldn't be turned the other way to make it realistic that people are getting off it. Potentially. Buses and things always turn up a little bit weird in the game. Sam's Trains official said they didn't model the little British chapnon on every closed branch line with a sign saying, reopen it, never should have closed. I should probably stop, shouldn't I? Brakes on, lots of brakes, more brakes. Am I going to get a door in the platform, or is this going to be the first Nebworth of the stream? Oh no, it is. I failed. Well, you know what? You know what we're doing? We're going back. Why is it opening doors? That's a bit weird. Yes, skill issue, Maverick. You could use my Nightbot commands, but I think I broke Nightbot. Lovely cloud of clag there. Sorry, passengers. I think I had an objective failure, so this doesn't really count for anything, but... JD's on the platform, look! What else can we collect here while these people are loading into the train? Yeah, I definitely got an objective failed because no one's getting in. Anything in there? Love spoons. Let's try and squeeze our way through these horde of people. Anything around here to collect? No. And they're not going to get on because, you know, I messed it up. Sorry, passengers. Alright, let's get out of here. Ha 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 ha. That's like that person at the traffic lights that backs up and forgets to take it out of reverse and crashes into the person behind them. Melbourne train guy is still going on about the news. Transport says, what colour pacers should I drive? Brown one, because no one else ever does. Transim World says, because I've turned up, that's why. You're welcome. Transport Anglia says GMPTE orange for the pacer. And that appears to be what Transport East Anglia is doing. Melbourne train guy enjoyed the Mile Bay as well, hoping Credible Trains is getting the love. You know what I've just done? I'm busy reading the chat. No, I'm just going to drive. No, forget it. We're just driving. Forget it. We're not stopping anywhere. Nightbot's not happy anymore, Lord Dampnut. YouTube have changed the permission somewhere and Nightbot stopped working. I'll stop at this station, I promise. I'm doing a terrible job, Jamie. You'll have to sack me. You can put another 0 in front of my 0. Got one door in. It's all good. One door's enough. One door's plenty. Let's see if I can drink this time without coughing up anything. That's better. Leaks. But I'll wait. I'll be patient. Let's do an external departure so you can listen. I'll be quiet when it goes. Cab Pepe says your Welsh on bus is also Swedish. Melbourne train guy says how many stations are in a signal box. There's varies between the various areas on the route. Sometimes there's a lot, sometimes not. Gav says lucky Matt's not here. He is the Nebworth king, that man. I will shut up during this departure so that you can hear it. So you got to admit the sound's pretty good. I have lots of skill issues, and I have lots of passengers pushing me around again. We'll stay up here where they can't get to me. I'm safe up here, surely. So anybody that thinks the sound of this thing is not good, yes, missed another station. Anybody who thinks the sound on this thing is not good, I am sad. Because I reckon it's great. Transport East Anglia is in the orange pacer at Preston. Lovely. Sam's train says we're flying this train to Cuba. Good plan. Gav's photography says Matt would be proud. C says I don't believe it's not a leak. I just do believe TSW6 is coming. We will find out one day. It's a fixed signal at caution there. Ash says, how long is a full service on the route? The longest ones are about 36 to 38 minutes. The bulk of them are 10 to 18 minutes. Maverick says, don't we all? Gav says, Paul's doing a Natalie. Nah, Natalie's much better at driving than I am. What's really sad is that I do actually operate on real trains. But I have to say I pay a lot more attention on the real trains. I don't have to read the chat either because we have sterile cab. We only talk as necessary. Only at stations do you get into an actual conversation about anything. Coming into Heath low level. Funnily enough, underneath Heath high level. It shouldn't surprise people, I guess. Look at that. One station had to be done tolerably. And we better pop on the DRA since we've got a red signal in front of us. Maverick says, have I been added to a carriage in Railroad or I haven't been keeping up with the streams? I think you have. Pretty sure you have. There are some new members who haven't got one yet. Hey, that reminds me, there is a members-only giveaway this month, and I will be choosing randomly from people who are a member on the last stream of the month, which would be the 30th. How about that? So I'll be choosing from the people who are a member on the 30th to get a free game or DLC of their choice up to 80 Australian dollars value. And it could be a gift card depending on the platform you play on, because I can't always buy you a game. PlayStation, for example, doesn't allow it. Off we go. C says, doubt I'd buy TSW6. You're done with the whole game. Ah, don't be like that. You will find something that will get your interest back into it. Chocky said, I thought you were on mute. No, I don't think so. Hopefully I've been coming through. Cab Peppy likes it. Drummy says, g'day Paul and everyone. Hello to you, sir. Maverick says, g'day Drummy. Train Sim World thinks, how are things at the Billy? Hectic. We have our Thomas the Tank Engine season at the moment, so we're running unusual things that we don't normally run and running the services in ways that we don't normally run. So it's quite a challenge for a fireman because you have to do things differently. You have to think. It's terrible thinking. Melbourne Train Guy says hello to Drummy. Lord Dampnut says something I always wondered about with the Heritage Railway sterile cabs and all. Yeah, definitely. It's very important to maintain. You don't have to have complete silence or anything, but it's important to maintain sterile cab because you could die, quite frankly. If you're getting into a conversation and you were really into it, you might miss a red signal, you might miss someone walking down the tracks. That would be unpleasant. This might be the fastest I've gone on this route. 75 mile an hour. Heading for Queen Street. I don't think the little 153 is going to quite make it to 75 miles an hour, even going down this gradient, though, before we have to stop. Because we've got a 25 zone coming up, and I'm going to have to start braking for that. Melbourne Train Guy says, basically TSD will randomly choose Romanian tree. Look, he's won a lot of the competitions. I mean, good on him. I'm as surprised as you are. And I get it. Well, you're in a pretty good chance to get something there, see? So, you'll see. Cat Pepper says there is an app for recording streams and using your headphone mic when driving, as in the real train. We're not allowed to. We can't have devices running in the cab at all. We've recently been given an easement, if you like. We're allowed to have our phones in the cab if it's our only timepiece. So if you don't have a watch like I do, so I've got the watch on, I can't have my phone. It's got to stay in the box. And I have permission to record light-ups. Ooh, that signal's a bit bright. I have permission to record light-ups, but I'm not allowed to record when we are on the move, unless it's been asked for by engineering. So sometimes we might record because something weird's going on and they want to see it. Excuse all the coughing. I know it's terrible. I apologise. Look, no, I'm doing it properly. As we come into Cardiff Queen Street. Maverick says non-sterile cockpits have caused many aircraft accidents over the years. Glad to hear you do the same, Paul. It's just normal in trains. You need to maintain a sterile cockpit, or a sterile cab. I took a glance out the window between shovels on Saturday and I saw about 200 metres away people walking down the tracks, which isn't ideal. And if there'd been a conversation going on, I might not have got it through. Here's another one over there. It's trying to depart from here. It's being nice, waiting for those last two people to get in. I'd better actually watch where I'm going because there's signals coming. If I do this right, I should be able to see my speedo. There we go. Transim World agrees most communication at Heritage Railways and locos in motion is calling out signals, people and things like that. And if the driver requests things like more steam. Yep, exactly. I'd like to be in a position where my driver can't request more steam because there's a red line for a reason. I like sitting on it. But, you know, it doesn't always work out that way. We have another 15 coming up. Another service coming up on our right. You see plenty of trains running on this thing. There's lots of bespoke assets. I had some bit of a look around Google Maps earlier. And I've spotted lots of these buildings. They got flicked. There's another Class 66. There's some aggregate hoppers. This is quite steep down this bit. Melbourne Tramcona says, Cap Pepe stream to Twitch and export to YouTube. No, just stream to YouTube. The way I stream my Xbox is I run into a capture device that's plugged into the PC and I use OBS to stream it. And I use, I think it's the I can't see it because it's actually stuck down on the side of the desk down there. It's stuck to it with Velcro. It's an HD60X, I think. It works quite well. I would suggest there's not much point starting out on Twitch. Twitch is dying. If you've got a name on Twitch now, you'll be fine, but good luck getting one if you don't. And I really hate to say it, but if you want really good growth, TikTok's where you want to be. I personally don't want to, because I've surrendered enough to ByteDance. I don't want to give them anything else. C says that the speed limit's 100% accurate. On the surface videos I could find, yes, they seem to be. Transim World says, have had GoPros on locomotives at the front for driver's eye views. We're allowed to do that. We can put one outside. We just can't have it in the cab. Chocky says, all I would worry about is what if someone calls you for something important and you can't answer? Well, you won't even know they called you, so it's fine. You can check your messages and stations if you need to. Melbourne Train Guy says, got Maverick's alert for an Expert 101 vid. I'll have to have a look at that too, Maverick. The 101 whacks me every time I play it. But it's probably because I do dumb things like turning chaos up to 50 and things like that. And then I spend hours trying to figure out what's wrong with the train. I should leave it set as 1. I'd really like it, JB, hint hint, if there was a UK Expert Loco. There's a couple with enough controls modelled that you could do it. I was kind of hoping the 87 might be, but it didn't seem to come out that way. Cap Pepe says he'll see. He couldn't get more than 7 minutes without a mic. Afric says, did only 2 emergency brake applications. The 101. It's a bit of a slow run through this bit. Just cruise along at 15 miles an hour. Melbourne Train Guy says he'll watch the stream and handles AFB better than Damp Nut. AFB shouldn't be hard to handle. Got the carriage washer coming up on our right there. I haven't found a service that goes through it yet, but could be one. And hello to the cat that's trying to choke itself to death again. She always sounds like she's dying, this cat. Never quite does it, though. Flan09 says, I wish I had a PS5. I bought Blackpool branches on PS4. It doesn't work. Constant blue screens at Preston. Been 3 months now, no patch. Have you put in a support ticket, Flan09? Because I know it does work better than that. So it wouldn't hurt to put one in. But on the PS4 to PS5, Gen 8 players, if you can, if it's within your means, I would really seriously think about upgrading, because the Gen 8 platform is 12 years old. And I think people probably expect a little bit too much from it. The game shouldn't crash, though. It should behave appropriately. If you need a link to the support site, let me know and I'll pop one in the chat. As we head for Grangetown. Melbourne Train Guy says, Cab Pepe, I just record to Twitch and export. That's how I used to do it for YouTube and Xbox before I moved to PlayStation. Twitch limits your resolution too. Welcome to Grangetown. I just realised this is the run I was trying to make work before. The one where we had the red light. There they go. Hopefully no passengers will push me around sitting here. Epic Plays, hello to you. Lexus PL says, Paul, what's your first impression about Cardiff Network route? I've been playing it probably about 5 hours in. I'm actually quite enjoying the mixture of services. I really like the 153. I'm not a fan of the 150. It drives much better than the other 150. I just opened the wrong doors like a clown. It drives a lot better than the other 150, but its sounds still aren't amazing. We managed to stop between frames. Did you notice that? Chucky Transport says, I wouldn't want to check my phone after a 10-hour shift and realise I was called 9 hours ago because someone was dying. Well, they're going to die anyway, mate. It's simple. You kind of surrender some things when you get involved in railways. Because there are thousands of rules for a reason. Yeah, gee, Samar just went away. Wait. I'm back on. No, I don't want to deregister. Must have a screensaver or something. Off we go to Dingle Road. Gratuitous bridge shot. There aren't many bridges on this route, I'll give you that. Cab Pepper says, I converted to Xbox X because my computer is an oldie and I was given an Xbox by the kids. That's nice of them. My oldest did give me a decent graphic card once because he just turned up and I was sitting on the couch watching TV and he goes, I watched your stream. It was a slideshow. Use this. Gives me a video card. It's like, okay. Thank you. I am. Is she hiding? My other half's around here somewhere. Thanks for the link for the ticket. C says I wouldn't... No, things do get done from the ticket, C. I know they do. I have a slightly different way of putting them in. So if I can get exact details of how to reproduce something, I am happy to log a more detailed ticket, shall we say. But I need to be able to reproduce it myself to log one of those because I need to provide evidence for it. Ooh, Tree Sim World! It's been a while since that happened. Accelerating up to Dingle Road. I do like the different gradients that you get around the different branches of this thing. Flano says yes to both DTG and JT. JT said it's down to DTG as it works fine on TSW4. That is unusual because there's actually not that much difference in the core between 4 and 5. There are a few things, but not that much. Proper gradient here, 2.3%. So you're accelerating like crazy, knowing you've got a station 400 yards away. Catch up with chat in a moment. Kind of need to pay attention here. I forgot about gravity. Gravity does pull you down a little. Righto. I just looked at the time. It's almost 11 PM. Flano says, I just got to wait. Thanks for your reply. Melbourne train guy says, hopefully the signal clears this time. Flano says, at least we can still use the BPB trains on other routes in the meantime. Daydreamer, train should get filthy over time, so the train wash makes sense. Gav's Photography said, I was reading the other day more players on PS4. I don't know where you read that. PS4's dying out. I think the current stats are something like 8% of players of games across the board are on Gen 8. So it's getting quite low now. Almost stalled it. Climb this massive hill up to Penarth. I think the GSMR's on. It's just because it's asked if I wanted to do register when I pressed the button. So I think it's just a screensaver, probably. You can comment, see, it's fine. Tell you, mate, your views are as welcome as anybody else's views are. Not a fixed caution as we're coming up to Penarth. Ghost Photography says there's 118 million approximate PS4 players. Yeah, but how many PS5 players? And you've got to look at the S and the X as well. I have seen some stats about the player base on this game, but I can't tell you about them because I'm not allowed, but they do exist. So it's known what people play on, is what I'm saying. See ya, Drummy. I'm going to go to sleep soon anyway, but this one will pop back in when this locks me out. We'll come back in free roam and take the service the other way and change ends and drive it back down, and that'll be it for tonight, I think. Melbourne train guy says, I don't want to watch a potato dad. C says you'd expect to do GSMR, but it's the same old crap. Yeah. Alright, let's get the doors closed, and that should kick me out, and then I can come back in and change ends and go the other way. There we go. Continue. Return to free roam. And let's start shutting down. So we want brake full service. Off. Close the window. We can leave the safety systems on. That door's fine. Look at all you people have already gotten on. Aren't you clever? And we jump in the little mini chair. This one is hard to find the hotspot. Start it up. Doors open. And I didn't do the headlights at the other end. I better race back up there and do that. Sounds like our doors are open anyway, so let's just whip back up the other end. Do our headlights. Squeeze through the peoples. I think that's all I need to do. There we go. Window. I have to get up and do the window over that side. TBD. That one? That one. Right. Wait till 17:20. Most of the services are like this. You can just come back into free roam and drive again within a few minutes. Which is certainly something I appreciate. Oh look, this one's deregistering as well. Registration. What other buttons can I push? Anything? Cancel. It'll do something. Get the doors shut. Patrick says, nearly quit the game when TSW5 was announced. You'll get back into it. Well, this TSW5 was free. Planet9 says, I upgraded the blue screens to YouTube as there was no way to capture them. I sent them to JT and got no reply. No reply from DTG. Have you got a ticket number? Because normally you get an email reply. Daydreamer says, please pronounce Coploper rights. Loper is pronounced with an O as in bow or row. So it's Coploper. Is that right? Dingle Road coming up. I hope to be coming to the UK this year. I'm keep bugging JD about when the ambassador event will be, because for me to get decent airfares and to be able to buy accommodation and stuff, I really need to be able to get onto it about May, because any time after that the airfares are ridiculous. Let's try that one instead. It always amuses me how the passengers can hit you when you're on the 2 camera. Come on, people. Hurry up. Hurry up. You getting in? No? Alright, leave you behind. Let's do an outside departure for this one, but I'll come around the right way so I can see what's going on. What it will be in Australian dollars, probably about between 55 and 65, depending on the exchange rate of that second, and your bank and your payment provider and everything else. Quite a steep gradient down here, and with no kind of dynamic or regenerative braking, you just kind of have to roll and brake and release and brake. Fortunately, being one car, it charges up again really quickly, so it doesn't really matter. You're not going to lose all your air. Holy Trucker thinks 44 New Zealand for mild May, 57 for this route. Cap Pepe says GSMR seems to bug in some other trains and other routes too. It's a bit of a weird thing, GSMR. On some of the trains it's been implemented really well, and on other ones not so much. It's a little bit variable depending on who does it. The yellow things are the anti-fog. You tend to see them on 70s cars too. These days they just have a very skinny wire. But these are older machines, older technology. Holy trucker, not that. Chucky says using 4-speed God mode so far 6 minutes early after skipping 2 stops. Calm your comments a bit, please, Holy Trucker. Flano says ticket was closed. Both said they can test as no PS4. Yeah, I don't know about that. They've got PS4 dev kits. The challenge is getting a built game onto a PlayStation, because you can only use a dev kit. And while they are very similar to the real console, they're not exactly the same. What's the gig size for this route? I will have a look in a tick. Coming into Grangetown. I don't think it was particularly huge compared to the others. Let me just have a look at the size. You won't be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, actually, I can't tell you because it hasn't got a store page yet. Sorry. What I can do is go and find it in the folders, though. I can do that for you, so I'll do that while these people are loading in. So what I'll be giving you is the size on disk. Oh, where have I installed this thing to? Must be on the other drive. There it is. Content. DLC. It is 3.5 gig on drive. So hopefully that's helped you. Let's make sure I'm back in the game. I am. Off we go again to Cardiff Central. Rolling back a little on the hill. I managed to move the game when I did that. It's kind of funny. I actually kind of like... I get that the reflections on the windows are polarizing, see, I understand that. But I actually quite like them because you get it in reality on flat glass surfaces. But I know Matt hates them, so they probably won't stay. Because he's not a fan of reflections. I actually think this is better than Cathcart, because there's a lot more variability in the surfaces and where you get to go. Cathcart's really got, you either go round the circle or you go left or you go right, that's it. This one, there's lots of different combinations. And it wouldn't be the first time I've picked a service and thought I knew where it was going and it went a different path. And if you're looking for stuff, there is a sale on Steam right now. I think PlayStation's got a sale too at the moment. Yes, Dovetail definitely don't control exchange rates. And if you, holy trucker, if you think about the cost of building this stuff, there's roughly 200 people working at Dovetail. If you just made the maths easy and said they all got paid $100,000 a year each, that's $20 million they have to raise every year just to pay their staff, let alone anything else. Oh, my signal has just cleared. Not that I can see it. There it is. Green signal. And if you're on Steam, there's a sale about every second day. Roughly. Oh, I think this route is better than TSW 3 or 4 level C. I really do. Holy Trucker says, bit the bullet, bought Leah version 2, waited so long with poor safety systems and got Bonina for $17 and Leah for $28 in the Steam sale. Poor safety systems was because of the operator, it wasn't Dovetail's idea. Strikey Z says, honestly, this is probably one of the better priced recent routes considering the variety you get. Yeah, I tend to think it's okay. I think it's good. I'm actually liking the different services you can have. Plano said, JT said this is no issue on PS4. Changes were made to core route in TSW5. I'm just hoping to get update fixes. It's caused by Preston, even free roam crashes. I'll see what I can find out about it. No promises though, but I'll try. Train Sim World would love to see the Black 5 running again at Neen Valley. Actually, Jamie, what is the railway you work on? I keep forgetting it, and I want to put it on my list for the next trip, assuming I do actually get to go. And I'll write it down this time. No worries, Tam. Welcome. Yeah, see, on suspension, I'll actually disagree with you because I do operate in real trains and they bounce around like crazy. So I have to disagree on the suspension front. I reckon they're actually pretty... They probably don't move enough, to be honest. See you later, Chucky Transport. Have a good day. Animal TBI, it is evening. So well after my bedtime, in fact. North Norfolk Railway. That's the one. Thank you. It's the 50th anniversary. That's awesome. 50th of preservation, I imagine. It's also a pretty big year for trains in the UK. 200 years of trains. pretty good stuff. Off we go to Cardiff Queen Street. This is a long service, this one. Why did I pick this one to stop me going to bed? Lord Datnut says, I've been in the cab of XPY HST and it's rough as balls. I think suspension is a good representation. Yeah, I agree. I actually think it is. Because I operate on the Heritage line and I've been on tons of cab rides on other things. I've even driven some other things. And this is pretty spot on. Actually, like I said, it's not quite enough. I mean, some trains need a bit more. Because they move a lot. Going to start going uphill in a moment. Animal says, do like the loom look of this, but wary after mild May. I think you'd be a right animal. I'm happy to say that if you like a commuter route and you like some variation in your routes, then go for your life on this one. I think in this stream, you've seen all of the bugs I've encountered. There's nothing else. There's nothing that'll take you out. As our camera crashes into life, the universe, and everything. As is the way with wonderful external cameras. Melbourne train guy says, I'll probably flip-flop and end up buying it Wednesday anyway. Holy Trucker says, can you imagine the mods that come out once Thomas the Tank Engine releases? People will be thrashing Thomas down the West Coast main line at full speed to Carlisle. And why not? Thomas is for fun. Back in Cardiff Queen Street again. You sometimes get a little bit of a wait here, so if you're running early, a little bit early, but it'll do the job. So there definitely is some weathering on these things, see? If you have a look at the ends of them, there's quite a lot. Quite well detailed. And down the sides, there is weathering there. Once you get in close enough. I think it's just difficult to see on the stream, so it's why you probably thought that there isn't any, but there definitely is weathering on these. That guy just made it. Lucky him. I'm going to invade the UK, says Gav. I am. That's the plan anyway. I was hoping to go to Italy this year, but I've called that off because I'd rather go to the UK. And this time, want the other half to come with me, so I need a little bit more cash than last time. Heading for Heath High Level, which I think is our last stop on this one. Melbourne trade guy wants a free trip to the UK. No, it doesn't quite work that way. Gavs, it was a prison island joke. Sorry, because I dislike him. At least this route isn't blurry. Well, I hope not on the Xbox and the PlayStation. But they do run out of VRAM. But it's not as detailed as some of the routes that have caused that problem. So I'm hoping it won't happen. But of course, we won't know till people play on it. 35 steam and diesel locos driven with you. That's awesome, Jamie. That's really cool. Animal says, been getting ready for the Dutch route by driving trains, sitting on the roof, external cam. That's one way to do it. Melbourne train guy says, LaserJet kind of leaked that he already had it installed. Cat Pepe says, I'll go now. The breakfast has almost turned into lunch. Yeah, well, I'm well past my bedtime here, so... And I've got to be up early tomorrow, because it's actually an office day tomorrow, sadly. Got a mile away from our last stop. C says, Thomas does look good, and that famous whistle as well. The only thing I will say to you about Thomas is for fun. So if you're not about fun, Thomas probably isn't for you. If you're about fun and you like enjoying a bit of a fun moment in trains, Thomas is for you. I think people will like it. I don't know if Just Trains is working on another route. They're still working on the 86. People keep telling me there was a hint to a new route in their last route, but I don't know, because I didn't get the Blackpool one. There was supposedly a hint in that too, but I didn't get it. Coming up to our last stop tonight. C says, wait for road maps. Animal TBI says, what's the big yellow button? That one there. That's the sander. Sand isn't always available, though. It's available when you're braking. It's a good thing I don't have to talk for 3 hours straight tomorrow. At least I hope I don't. Hello, Amy. We're here just in time to finish. Oh, I won't need a brolly tomorrow. I'm parked in the building, so it'll be fine. My good other half, who works for the same organisation, managed to get a car park tomorrow, which is pretty cool. Alrighty, last stop, Heath highest level. Near enough. I'm pretty sure this is the last stop anyway. I don't think the route goes past this. Oh, that's good to show him in my other runs. Anyway, I know some of you aren't as impressed as you could be. I actually am on this one. I have shown you all of the things that I know about that are wrong with it, so you are forearmed in your decision making. There's nothing really game killing in it, so I'm pretty happy with it. I quite enjoy playing it, and it's a lot of fun for me. If it's a lot of fun for you, fantastic. If not, well. C says, Thomas takes me way back to my childhood, maybe when my train obsession started. And that'll be true for a lot of people. A lot of people have fond memories of Thomas. We had Thomas because we moved to the US and it was the only thing on TV that wasn't an American accent. And I had a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old at the time. So getting things that didn't have an American accent for their development was very important. And even if they did end up standing like an American version of Ringo Starr, that's life. So, you know, just give Thomas a go when it comes out. Maverick says Juff's trains are hinting at the West Highland line in Scotland. I hope it's more interesting than the TSC version of it. The West Highland extension is really good, but I did the run on West Highland the other day, and it's a bit of a grind, that one. Flano wants Just Trains to do the North Wales coast. I would love to see some more Wales. I really would. I'd love to see some narrow gauge, but I don't hold out great hopes for that. I have got Talathin in Train Sim Classic, so at least I can play with it there because I've fired at Talathin. I really enjoyed that. Holly Trucker says Dovetail should kept the Dutch route in the Tadami line for TSW6. Well, it's a train sim world now. I think we're up to 10 countries, 11 countries, something like that. Animal TBI says you're playing the 101 over on Shap. Excellent. Had the route binds had Dumfries on them. I'm not sure what that means, actually. Chucky says, I'm back and you're still streaming. I'm about to finish up. And Amy says, I only just woke up. My sleep schedule is very broken. I'm sorry about that. Hope it gets better in a hurry. Holla Trucker, haven't lived until you've driven a 31 into Carlisle in VR. Carlisle, there you go. And C says, where Martha nowadays, Paul? Hope she's okay. I haven't seen him for a long time, actually, so I don't know. Cat still turns up. Holy Trucker says, hey, you're going to stream TSW VR release somehow. I will try, okay? I have the device, and it's just woken itself up because I picked it up. It's a good way of fighting its batteries. Streaming it is difficult. Very, very difficult. Videos aren't so hard, but streaming it's really hard because it looks terrible on a stream. It really does. It's just the device is rubbish at streaming things. Anyway, we'll give it a go. Melbourne Train Guy says he likes this and will probably end up getting it, which is cool. Flat09 says the route looks good. I do actually agree with that. Animal TVI says they learnt Scouse instead. And TSD is definitely getting TTE as well. Diesel for days. Well, you saw me on the railway the other day. I was firing James coupled to diesel. So, you know, it's the way it is. C would also love more Welsh. Arc 2 is looking forward to it. Grab it when it's on sale. Fair enough. Daytona says Dumfries is a place off West Coast Main Line North on WLOS. Cool. Daytona says Dumfries. Alrighty, that will be it for today. If you get any thoughts, I've put up tutorials. I've put up the things on guards mode, warts and all, and I've put up an introductory thing. If you've got any questions or comments, ask them in the comments for the videos, and I will be happy to try and help you out. I will try and chase up that Preston issue for PS4 as well and see if there's any news coming on that, because it's not cool. And we shall see. And I'll be back tomorrow night on Wednesday. I will probably play some more of this, funnily enough. So, yeah, it'll be cool. And I will let people know what's happening in the rest of the week tomorrow night. Alrighty, enjoy yourselves, folks. Have fun, and we shall see you later. Thank you very much for the conversation. Even the people that don't agree with me, thank you very much. Your views are always welcome. You all know that. I think it's very important. People are free to be able to say what they feel, and it's cool. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the feedback. I do carry some of the thoughts back into DTG, so keep them coming. Alrighty, have fun, folks. See you later. Enjoy yourselves. Here's a cat. Bye. Whoops, wrong one. That one. Push the wrong button. See ya.